I'm Mike Belsito, co-founder of eFuneral, and from time to time we like to feature individuals who've recently died to honor their lives and share a little bit more about the story of who that person was. So today we wanted to focus on Jimmy Bivens. Now, Jimmy Bivens died on July 4th at a nursing home in the Cleveland, Ohio area. But Jimmy Bivens led a pretty interesting life. In fact, in the 1940s and the 1950s, Jimmy Bivens was a world contender of a boxer. And this is a period of time where boxing was pretty much at its heyday. People like Joe Louis were at the helm in boxing. So this was certainly an interesting period of time for the world of boxing. And in fact, Jimmy Bivens ended up defeating several individuals who went on to become world champions. In fact, at one point in time, Jimmy Bivens was the #1 contender for both the heavyweight title and also the light heavyweight title. But Jimmy Bivens never got his title shot. In fact, Sports Illustrated noted that of all the people to never received a title shot, Jimmy Bivens was maybe the greatest fighter to have ever lived. But it's been well known that Jimmy Bivens did not want to deal with the mafia. And in fact, at that period of time, the mafia was very much controlling certain points of boxing. And some people think that because he did not want to deal with that group, that maybe had something to do with him never getting his title shot. I suppose we'll never really know, but unfortunately later on in his life, Jimmy Bivens was a victim of neglect. In fact, he had family members that were supposed to be taking care of him that weren't really doing that great of a job, and they ended up getting arrested for that, in fact. But Jimmy Bivens was saved by the police, and in fact, he had rehabilitated himself to be in very good spirits. In fact, it was a year after that had happened, in 1999, that the International Boxing Hall of Fame inducted him as a Hall of Fame boxer. So Jimmy Bivens went on to live for the next decade or so, and in fact, it was just this past July 4th where he ultimately passed away. So we like to remember Jimmy's life, and we hope that this video shares some stories that maybe you didn't know about Jimmy Bivens. But for more videos like this, you could feel free to visit youtube.com/efuneralresources, or you could also visit our resources section on efuneral.com, which is at efuneral.com/resources.